Stop taking creatine until you watch this video. If you are over 50 and making even one of these 13 mistakes, you are either wasting your money or potentially damaging your health. I am not recycling the same tired advice you have heard everywhere else. Today, you are getting the rare, research-backed information that 90% of men over 50 have never heard, and some of these mistakes will genuinely shock you. Here is my promise to you. Comment the word active below this video right now, and I will send you my complete free 30-day workout plan designed specifically for men above 50. No catches, no upsells, just results. Now let us count down from mistake number 13 to the biggest mistake of all. Mistake number 13. Taking creatine on an empty stomach. Here is something your supplement store never mentioned. After age 50, your stomach produces up to 40% less protective mucus than it did in your 20s. When you throw creatine into an empty, unprotected stomach, you are inviting inflammation, nausea, and severely reduced absorption. A 2023 study from the European Journal of Applied Physiology showed that creatine absorption increases by nearly 50% when consumed with carbohydrates and protein together. Your declining insulin sensitivity after 50 makes this non-negotiable. The fix is simple. Take your creatine with oatmeal, a banana, or even white rice. Those fast-digesting carbohydrates spike your insulin, which literally opens the cellular doors for creatine to enter your muscles. Empty stomach creatine is just expensive powder passing through your system. Mistake number 12. Not increasing your water intake. Pay very close attention here because this mistake could land you in a doctor's office. Your kidney function decreases approximately 1% every year after age 40. By 50, your kidneys are already operating with reduced capacity. Now add creatine, which pulls significant water into your muscle cells, and you have created a potential dehydration crisis. Here is the number you need to remember. Add at least 500 milliliters of extra water daily for every 5 grams of creatine you consume. Yes, you will visit the bathroom more often. Consider it a small price for avoiding kidney strain and muscle cramps. A 2022 study in the Journal of Renal Nutrition specifically warned that older adults supplementing with creatine without adequate hydration showed elevated creatinine markers that mimicked kidney dysfunction. Do not become a statistic. Mistake number 11. Using the wrong dose. Everyone warns about taking too much creatine, but nobody discusses this crucial fact. After 50, you are losing 1 to 2% of your muscle mass annually through sarcopenia. Less muscle means less creatine storage capacity. The standard 5 grams daily recommendation came from studies on young, muscular men. For men over 50 with average muscle mass, 3 to 4 grams is often the optimal dose. More creatine does not mean more gains. It means more waste and more kidney processing. Here is a rare tip. Start with 3 grams daily for 2 weeks. Monitor how you feel. Only increase if you experience no side effects and see room for improvement. Your body after 50 deserves precision, not guesswork. Mistake number 10. Stopping creatine during training breaks. This mistake costs men over 50 more muscle than almost any other. A 2022 study in the Nutrients Journal examined older adults who continued creatine supplementation during training breaks versus those who stopped. The continuous group retained significantly more muscle mass and strength. Here is why this matters enormously after 50. Muscle loss happens fast at our age, but muscle building happens slowly. Taking 2 weeks off from training is fine. Taking 2 weeks off from creatine means your muscle saturation drops, your protective benefits disappear, and rebuilding takes weeks longer than it should. Keep taking your creatine during vacations, illness recovery, and rest periods. It is working as a preservation tool even when you are not actively training. Stay with me because mistake number 7 specifically affects men over 50 and almost nobody discusses it. Mistake number 9. Neglecting creatine quality. Let me be blunt with you. Cheap creatine from unknown brands is not a bargain. It is a gamble with your health. Independent laboratory testing has found that budget creatine products sometimes contain dicyandiamide, dihydrotriazine, and even heavy metal contamination. These are manufacturing byproducts that have no business entering your body. After 50, your detoxification systems work slower. Toxins accumulate more easily. Contaminants that a 25-year-old might process without issue could create genuine problems for you. Look for CrePure certification, which guarantees German manufacturing standards. Check for third-party testing verification. If the creatine costs 70% less than reputable brands, ask yourself why. Your health is not the place to hunt for bargains. Mistake number 8. Obsessing over timing instead of consistency. The supplement industry has convinced millions of men that creatine timing is critical. Pre-workout or post-workout, morning or evening. The debates rage endlessly online. Here is what a 2021 meta-analysis actually concluded. Timing has minimal impact on creatine effectiveness. What matters is daily consistency over weeks and months. Creatine works through saturation. Your muscles need to reach optimal creatine levels and maintain them. Whether you take it at 6 in the morning or 10 at night is virtually irrelevant compared to whether you take it every single day without fail. Pick a time that fits your routine. Attach it to an existing habit like your morning coffee or evening meal. Then stop overthinking and start being consistent. Mistake number 7. Mixing creatine in protein shakes and smoothies. I see this constantly, and it hurts to watch money being thrown away. Creatine monohydrate does not dissolve well in thick liquids. When you blend it into protein shakes, smoothies, or anything beyond simple water, up to 30% settles at the bottom of your container. You paid for 5 grams, but consumed 3.5. Here is the simple fix. Mix your creatine in plain water first. Stir it thoroughly until dissolved. Drink it completely. Then enjoy your protein shake separately. I know it feels less efficient. I know the social media influencers throw everything into one magic shake. But those influencers are not paying your supplement bill, and they are not the ones losing gains from underdosing. Comment active below if you are learning something new today. Mistake number 6. Choosing the wrong type of creatine. Marketing departments work overtime inventing new creatine variants. Creatine ethyl ester, buffered creatine, liquid creatine, creatine with added ingredients you cannot pronounce. Here is the reality. Creatine monohydrate has over 500 peer-reviewed studies confirming its safety and effectiveness. It is the most researched sports supplement in history. Those expensive alternatives? Far less research, often inferior results, and significantly higher prices. The one legitimate exception is creatine hydrochloride. If you experience genuine stomach distress with monohydrate despite following proper protocols, hydrochloride may be gentler on your digestive system. But for 90% of men over 50, basic creatine monohydrate remains the gold standard. Do not let fancy labels convince you otherwise. Mistake number 5. Skipping the doctor consultation. I understand the resistance. Creatine is natural. It isn't meat. It is sold everywhere. Why involve a doctor? Because after 50, you are likely taking medications you barely think about anymore. Blood pressure medications, statins, diabetes management drugs. Creatine can interact with some of these. More importantly, creatine supplementation elevates creatinine levels in your blood work. Creatinine is used as a kidney function marker. If your doctor runs routine blood work without knowing you supplement, elevated readings could trigger unnecessary alarm, additional testing, and genuine worry. A 5-minute conversation prevents all of this. Tell your doctor you are considering creatine. Let them review your current medications and health status. This is not about asking permission. It is about making an informed decision. Mistake number 4. Ignoring side effects that deserve attention. When you were 25, you could ignore minor discomfort and push through. After 50, your body communicates more urgently and deserves to be heard. Persistent stomach cramping after starting creatine is not normal. Unusual muscle cramps beyond typical workout soreness require attention. Excessive thirst, changes in urination patterns, or unexplained swelling are warning signals. Keep a simple log during your first month of creatine use. Note how you feel each day. Look for patterns. If something feels wrong consistently, reduce your dose or pause supplementation entirely. Then consult your healthcare provider with specific information about what you experienced. Your body knows when something is off. Trust it. Mistake number 3. Expecting instant results. Here is a fact that requires patience. Creatine saturation takes longer in older adults. Young men often notice effects within 2 to 3 weeks. Men over 50 typically need 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily supplementation before reaching optimal muscle saturation. This is due to slower nutrient transport, reduced muscle blood flow, and the natural metabolic changes that accompany aging. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that significant performance improvements appeared after approximately 3 weeks in younger subjects, but took closer to 5 weeks in older participants. If you quit after 3 weeks because nothing has changed, you abandon the process just before results would appear. Patience is not optional here. It is required. Mistake number 2. Neglecting your workout routine. Creatine is not a magic transformation pill. It is an amplifier for work you are already doing. Creatine provides energy for high-intensity muscle contractions. If your exercise routine consists of occasional walks and minimal resistance training, you have given creatine nothing to amplify. The supplement sits in your muscles with nowhere to express its benefits. For men over 50, resistance training at least 3 times weekly is the minimum threshold to see meaningful creatine benefits. Compound movements like squats, deadlifts, presses, and rows create the demand that creatine helps you meet. Comment active below for my free 30-day workout plan designed specifically to maximize creatine benefits for men above 50. Mistake number 1. Neglecting proper nutrition. This is the biggest mistake because it undermines everything else. A 2023 study from the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that creatine combined with adequate protein intake produced significantly greater strength gains than creatine alone. The threshold was 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily. After 50, your protein synthesis is already impaired. Your body converts dietary protein into muscle less efficiently than before. Creatine helps, but it cannot overcome inadequate nutrition. Think of construction. Creatine is the energized work crew. Protein is the building materials. Carbohydrates are the fuel. Without proper materials and fuel, even the best crew cannot build anything. Prioritize protein at every meal. Include quality carbohydrates around your workouts. Then let creatine do its job within a properly fueled system. There you have it, gentlemen. 13 mistakes that separate the men who transform their bodies after 50 from those who simply have expensive urine and disappointment. You now know more about creatine supplementation after 50 than most people will ever learn. Remember your commitment. Comment the word active below this video right now to receive your free 30-day workout plan specifically designed for men above 50. If this video gave you value, subscribe to this channel because every week I release new evidence-based content for men who refuse to let age become an excuse. Stay strong, stay consistent, and I will see you in the next video.